All right. Hello, Misfits. What is it? September 15th. It's the middle of the month. Holy crap. I cannot believe it's the middle of September. Meredith, I love your freeze frame right now. Okay. We keep it real on the Misfits.
That's how I feel about September.
September is wild. Meredith just got back from a dream trip. I'm super jealous. I've said that like 100 times. But it was stinking awesome, and I can't wait to see more pictures.
They're coming.
Last week, I didn't record our hangout because it was just a couple of us, and we shared some really big visions and dreams for what we want in our life. And really, it was just kind of like a little sharing thing. So I'd like to do that again, maybe the beginning of October with all of us when we can all get together on here and do that again, because it was really nice to do that together. So anyways, so we'll get back to that. And just a couple of things I wanted to kind of bring up, just as like a little housekeeping thing. So everybody that's here is here for a reason. Like literally I'm seeing your faces that are here, and you guys are the leaders of the Misfits. Like you guys are the face and the heart of the Misfits, because you're doing more than just, interacting in our challenge groups. You're committed to your journey and, working on inspiring other people, however that might look in what you're doing. And where am I going with this? Okay, so we are not just ourselves, right? We come from another team, an upline team, Fit Fighter Nation. It's run by my coach, Aaron. And Nikki and Meredith have had a chance to kind of be around Aaron and interact with her a little bit, just kind of in the mix of like summit and stuff like that. But I actually talked to Aaron today, and I said, you know what? I really want my team to feel more connected to the Fit Fighter Nation team. I feel like it's so big, it's very easy to get lost. Like when I was first in there might have been a couple hundred people in there. And not everybody posted. Well, now there's like 3,000 people in there, and it's very easy to get kind of jumbled in that information. I would like us to get tapped back into that, because there's lots of good resources and great people to turn to for support. And as part of this community, we are a part of something much bigger, and that's a part of something even bigger than that, and that's a part of something even bigger than that. And I want you guys to feel that and understand that. So I asked Aaron if maybe in October, one of our Thursday night hangouts, if I can get as many people committed, if she would just come hang out with us. And so you could see the personal Aaron versus just that Beachbody coach business Aaron that you might see on Facebook. Because I think that makes a difference if we're a little bit more personally connected. At least it's the difference for me. I can't separate like my personal feelings from this business at all. It's very intertwined for me, and having our relationships in our team, and don't take this the wrong way, but our intimacy with one another, I think is a very important part of why we are us. And I would like, number one, her to see that, and number two, for you guys to see her and the heart that she really is. So that'll be coming in a date in October. So we'll kind of talk about that and what's a good date that we can set aside that we can commit to absolutely all of us being there. Okay, so that being said, I'm trying to be better. I have these like leadership failures. I haven't been able to really show you guys the steps and like just the regular commitments, tasks that it takes on a regular basis. So I know we've talked about it, we've introduced a lot of it, we've toyed around with it, but we haven't been really consistent about it. And a couple of those things are making sure everybody's hearing the national wake-up call, and making sure that we're tapped into the Fit Fighter Nation team hangouts, because there's so much value, there's so much information that we can get from that, and there's so much recognition that comes out of that. I it used to be on Thursday nights, which is why I love meeting with you guys on Thursdays, because that works really, really well for me. Well, they moved it to Tuesdays about a year ago, and it's been really hard for me ever since. So I'm committing to listening / watching that as part of my personal development. And so if you're not really like working on something, it's one of our vital behaviors. If you're not really working on reading a book or something specific, you know, the National Wake Up Call, that's every Monday morning. You can listen to it on the Beachbody podcast. And then Erin posts the Fit Fighter Nation team hangouts on her YouTube channel every like Wednesday morning. It's Tuesday night at 9:00, and then she posts it Wednesday morning. The one that happened at the beginning of September is crucial. So I'm actually going to give everybody a task to do, and that's if you haven't watched or listened to that one call, or it's, you know, it's all on video like this, please do, because she and Erica have rejoined forces. Erica Buzzard and Erin really started Fit Fighter Nation together. Just like we're doing this now, it was Erica and Erin and Natalie. And you'll see a lot of their stuff in there because they were just like the Three Musketeers, like rolling it all forward. So that all kind of like separated for a while as the team started to develop. And now it's come back together as Nations United. So Erica's team is Soul Fit Nation. Erin's team is Fit Fighter Nation, which we are part of. And so those two nations have come back together. So we are all doing calls together again to kind of reunite us. And I loved seeing their interaction again. And so it helps me be more connected to it again. So anyways, so I will post the link for the YouTube video from that call where they present the 8 daily commitments. Meredith, are you muted right now? I know that you are looking at it using it. Is that what's called, the 8 daily commitments?
I'm actually in a one-on-one mentorship group right now with Erin and a couple other people. So I watched that call like a couple days ago, and it is a good call. And I'm using the 8 daily things.
What's it called? Is that what it's called? Is it commitment?
8 daily investments.
Investments, that's what it is.
Because
and I love that they use that word, investments, because it's true. What you invest in your understanding of this business, what you invest in this understanding of this life change is going to come back to you. When you put the learning and the thought process into this, it's going to come back to you. Does that make sense? So I love that they changed over to the word investments instead of tasks. So and it's all in one like user-friendly thing. Val, you will love this because I know like how chart-oriented you are, and it is the perfect tool for you to use. Like, you're really going to love this. You can just print it off every week, fill in boxes, and it helps you organize your thought process as far as people that you're talking to, people you want to start talking to, and working on that stuff as you're moving forward. Okay? So I broke up, because it's an hour-long call. So I broke it up and listened to like 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a time because it was hard to do all at once. But 10 minutes a day of personal development, that's what we really call for while we're working on ourselves on this journey. So keep that in mind. I will, hold it right there. Perfect. 8 daily investments. It does, the file itself, we'll have to pull over from the Fit Fighter Nation. It is saved. It is on that page. We'll pull it over to our page in our files section so it's easy to access and print over and over again. It is a color-coded sheet, but you know, if you print in black and white, it all looks the same. That's fine. So I need to do that as well. Do you like that blurry picture, Val?
It was clear a second ago. Dang it!
Clear. It was for a moment. No, it's a great tool, and even if you're not filling in all those spaces or putting a ton of stuff in there, it doesn't matter. As long as you're putting like one thing on each line every day, that's all that matters. It's about consistency. I don't care at this moment if you're doing one person, two people, 3, 4, 10, I don't care. As long as you're doing it consistently, because we have learned and we know that it is the consistency that pays off. When you halt your activity, that's when everything slows down and gets quiet, and you just hear these crickets, and then you have to kind of like restart. It's just like your fitness journey, right? If we stop, it's so much harder to restart, right? Yep. The practice we put into our physical journey, being a product of the product, our workouts, drinking our Shakeology, those daily habits that we have created for ourselves, we need to spill over into our business approach. I'm like wild right now. I'm sorry.
God, you sound so professional.
I have a lot on my mind lately, because I can see what can be happening for every single person on this team, because I finally get it. Like, it finally clicked with me. And Meredith, your face right now. Val, look at Meredith's face right now. Let's make Meredith's face right now. I love it. I'll just smirk. Let's just smirk. Because we're working on elevating this team. We're working on bigger goals. We're working on inspiring more people and changing more lives. And I finally have kind of, I don't know, tripped onto it. I don't know like what happened, but like just in the last week, like slowly things just starting to occur to me, and I've been making it way harder on myself than it ever needs to be. And I'm always preaching, like, we just need to keep it simple and consistent. Simple and consistent. Like, that's it. That's really it. And if we do that, we will have success. Now, what you want that success to look like, whatever your goals are, if they are rank or they are bank in this business, whatever that is, that determines how much of it, how much volume you have to do of it. So we will talk about that separately, okay? Every person has a little bit different vision, but I can see the possibility of any level of this business for every single person sitting here right now, honestly. It's just about the consistency. And so we're just going to keep talking about that. We keep it simple. We keep it consistent. That's really it. So Fit Fighter Nation, Aaron and Erica are releasing, it was supposed to be done this week, but it's not going to be done till next week, a new coach academy, a self-driven like new coach boot camp sort of thing, where they've redone all the videos and all the assignments and stuff like that, so it can take as short or as long amount of time. So when they roll that out, I'm going to put myself through it so I can see what it's like. And I would suggest that we all do that. Again, that's another level of personal development and professional development that we can do inside this business. Because if we understand that better, it'll make us more comfortable trying or working on encouraging other people to, be a coach as well. And it'll make us stronger coaches in the long run if that's what we're really doing. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to that. But the funny thing is that Meredith and I have been talking about this a lot lately, about really finding our voice as misfits, really finding our team culture, and starting to kind of branch off a little bit. And the feeling that I get, and I think I've said this before, is that I think that you guys and our other coaches that aren't here right now probably are going to be less likely to tune into that because they don't know them. Does that sound right? Like, that's how I was. Like, when I was a new coach, Erin put me into her upline coaches, and I was a part of that, group and saw all that. I don't really know what the team, maybe that was just Sparta Nation. Maybe it was just Julie's downline Sparta Nation, probably. That's like a whole nother story. But I didn't like it because I didn't know anybody there. I wasn't comfortable. I didn't like their approach necessarily. It just felt icky to me. And so I was done. I was over it, like real quick. And Aaron's done things a little bit more laid back than the way they were doing it. And things have changed a lot in, 3 years. But I get the feeling that if we kind of direct our own coach onboarding, our own new coach academy, boot camp, whatever, we'll probably have better success with it. Does anybody have an opinion and a thumbs up, a thumbs down on that thought process?
I think we would have way better success coming from us than Fit Fighter Nation.
Okay. Val, Nikki, do you have an opinion? Yes. Okay. So do it. Okay. So, wait, what was that? Oh, okay. I guess that was, I'm cooking dinner, don't talk to me. I don't know. So, what we had talked about is we want it to be helpful, comfortable, and, slightly entertaining because we're monkeys on this team. So we decided that we wanted to do it as what we're calling MisFIT Life Nation Coffee Talk. That's going to be our training. And it's going to be a series of videos where we're presenting the information of just the basics, really. It's going to be our own MisFIT Coach Basics. And we'll be able to, use our videos and our content, which we're really just getting, from the online office and a little bit from the Fit Fighter office, some of the helpful things we've learned along the way, and helping define our culture and just our team feeling, because again, we're a totally different type of team. So next Wednesday, we're going to get started on that. And I'm hoping that we'll get, I don't know, I guess I've always worried about trying to do things so right and so perfect that it's, stopped me, which is really weird because I don't typically have a fear of failure, but with that I have for some reason. So I think we're just kind of going to wing it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're going to have content, but we're just going to kind of wing it. Mm-hmm. And so we'll be working on that, and we're going to have our first coffee talk next week. So that's coming. We're going to work hard on that. And I have some ideas for that already, Meredith. I think Kira and I talked about it a little bit. So
awesome.
What else was I going to say? Okay, so one of the other things, before we're able to do coffee talk, I wanted to really get a feeling of defining our culture, the feeling of who we are as a team outside of just our name, kind of like a mission statement / tagline. So I've always called us Rebel Foodies with a Healthy Cause. But I thought, what if we came up with something that was a little bit more encompassing and a little less wordy. I mean, I like the title, but, I also came up with it 3 years ago before there was anybody else on the team. So, so I was talking to Kira, and if you got to meet Kira a couple weeks ago, and she and I are meeting every Thursday with the stuff that she's going to help me do. So she's going to edit the videos for us because I don't want to put another task on anybody's list to do because there's enough to do already. So she's going to work on some pictures and some graphics, and she's going to work on just some simple editing. We're just going to keep it real simple, for real. And we were talking, I wanted to get her opinion of what it was like being an outsider, looking at our team, watching our discussions, how we interact. And she was giving me this list of stuff, these words that she thought of. And this was the list she gave me: sassy, sarcastic, non-conforming, health, wellness, fun, whimsical, witty, lively, merry, but graceful. And I loved that because that's a huge thing for me, is like, you can be fun and honest, and you don't have to be brutal about it. We can actually be very graceful, but we're also like a little bit crazy. And we were just doing this word play, and all of a sudden I said, you know, we're just kind of gracefully batshit passionate. And he went, I think that's it. That really kind of describes you guys. But I said, all right, I'll put it up to a vote, or see like what kind of ideas everybody has. So I said, can I say batshit passionate about our team? Like, can we put that on stuff? And then I was like, well, shit, yeah, we can, because we're the misfits. Like, we can do whatever the hell we want, right? I mean, we could block it out a little bit if we wanted to, like, or, you know, if we like put it out there. But I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Gracefully batshit passionate, or we could just be batshit passionate.
I like it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, like, I don't have to define that 100%. Like, if you have some input or you have an idea, anybody, I want to know it, because you never know what you can come up with. I don't know. Anybody wordplay? Anybody want wordplay?
I need some time to sit on it.
Okay. Sit on it.
24 hours.
Okay. All right.
I will come up with something.
Okay.
But I like that.
Okay.
But I just need to, I'm not a good on the spot person.
Yeah.
So I have to
No, I think it really, it works, because that's what I think our first coffee talk should be. Really about our team.
Yeah.
What defines us, and what connects us, and what like sets us apart at the same time. And I think everybody's passionate, but not everybody's batshit passionate.
Right. Right.
What's for dinner?
Oh, Lord. Veggie quesadillas.
Yummy.
Oh, my God. Oh, Lord.
Terry's losing her mind or something. I don't know.
Her dogs are driving her nuts.
Oh, my God. Macy is getting hunched by Briar.
Oh, my.
I keep, and I don't want to, I've told him 3 times, get the hell off of him. And then every time I go sit down, he jumps on top of the back of Macy.
You got a third dog.
We are the misfits.
Well, she likes when he smells her pee-pee, but when she jumps off of it.
So weird.
Well, you know, Macy would lick Ranger's ears, and then she would lick his pee-pee. And I'd say, stop that. Girls, you're too easy, Macy. You need to stay with the ears.
Oh, my God.
This is her.
And this is all being recorded.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's all recorded.
Oh, God.
Everybody skip these moments. I don't have a time
I thought you
keeper.
said recording. I'm so sorry.
I can't do that here.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Maybe I can send this file to Kira and she can edit it out. I don't know. Whatever.
But then who cares?
Who cares? Nobody is gonna watch this except for us. So who gives a shit?
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. So, with all that said, I do want to remind everybody, Coach Online Office is mobile now. Have you seen that? Have you looked at it? Have you put it on your phone?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you're going into the office and doing that stuff, even though it might not be a regular practice, it's not a terrible idea to get the Coach Online Office on your phone. So I have this little folder area where I have all my Beachbody stuff. So that's in there. It's a good place to look at who your new customers are and kind of keep track of where you're at. Has everybody watched the Fixate cooking show, or at least little bits and pieces of it?
Yes.
Very, very good. Good stuff in there for sure. Be talking that up as you're sharing with people and trying to inspire them. I think it's a really good selling point of you are going to get, a show, including the 4 the foundation videos that really break it down and help get people started really strong. That is going to be, from me here on out, with all of my new participants, that is going to be in the assignment for them to get them started because I think it's so helpful. I absolutely love those foundation videos. I'm absolutely in love with 3-week retreat, yoga retreat. Absolutely in love with it. I want to marry all of the instructors. They're amazing. And I'm also counting that as part of my personal development when I'm doing it, because there's so many moments that I'm like, you know, it's not like flowery, but it is very introspective and it is very realistic. And they do a very good job of guiding you through the thought process of what I am doing, but just like I was talking about, really, what I am doing here on this yoga mat, this challenge, this pose that I'm falling out of and getting back in, it really is a metaphor for life. And I am getting so much from it. And maybe that's why I'm like this right now. Like, it is absolutely the thing I have been waiting for 100%. And I don't know if I'll ever stop doing it. Like, I will probably add to it. I'll add another program to it, but I don't know if I'll ever stop doing it because I don't think I can ever live without them now. Like, I absolutely love them. Am I going to have like hardcore results? No. But do I feel better than I felt in a really long time? 100%. An absolute 100%.
Good.
So if you haven't done it, I would consider doing it for your next commitment or adding it in somehow, because it really is good for anybody at all. Like, any level can do it. So definitely consider adding that to your to-do list coming up maybe next month or something. In October, we will have a sneak peek of Core to Force, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yay!
And then November is the launch. So October, we will start planting little seeds for Core to Force. However the hell you want to do that, do it. I don't know the date of the sneak peek yet. Meredith, have you heard at all?
Like November 18th, maybe? Something like that. Because the program's not actually launching until December.
Why'd they say November?
Well, and then I follow the Core to Force page, the Facebook like page, and they said 6 weeks from, I think that was Monday, they would be launching. But then I read something today that said December. So what's 6 weeks from right now?
I don't know. Asking me technical questions.
Isn't it?
1, 2,
Over.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks would be the end of October.
Yeah, so I'm very confused. And maybe they aren't quite right. I mean, maybe they don't really know when they're going to launch it.
Well, and if Erica and Natalie can't say anything, so 2 of our Fit Fighter coaches, Erica Buzzard, who I was talking about earlier, and Natalie Johnson, are doing, they're part of the beta test group. So I think Natalie got the 60-day, because everybody that gets it, they get a random assignment. Some people are doing 30 days, some people are doing 60, and some people are doing 90. I think Natalie got 60 days, and I know Erica got 90 days. So, and you have to be 100% committed to the program. And then like they do, that's where like those before and afters come. Like when you see in the videos when they launch it, it comes from the coach beta test groups that they do. Like Aaron did Hammer and Chisel. And if that infomercial would ever be shown, you would see Aaron's results, which were incredible.
How do you get to do that? Do they just randomly pick people, or?
I think that would be a really good question for Aaron.
I'll ask her.
I know you have to be like higher up, but Natalie isn't that high, so I don't know how that happened, to tell you the truth. I don't know. Unless if it was just as being part of Erica and Aaron that she got that.
I would do that.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you would be a great test coach. So, Mare,
What?
can you share with us a little bit what you're working on with Aaron?
Basically it's just staying consistent with the 8 daily investments,
Okay.
Checking in with her every day, and there's like 3 other think 3 or 4 other people in there.
Okay.
I'm a little behind because I was a week behind because it started when I was on vacation, but I just kind of made my day one Monday this week. So I've been really consistent with connecting with people. I need to do more connecting this weekend, and I've got to, we have to be doing some personal development. So I'm in between personal development. So I'm trying to decide what I want to read. I think I'm going to read The Compound Effect because that's what she suggested to me. So I just need to download it on my Kindle. But basically it's just a motivation. And then I have a one-on-one call with her on Monday for about 20 minutes. And she wanted to know my goals for the month, my goals for the year, the rest of the year, and personal and business goals. So I laid that out for her, and she kind of pushed me to pick some, define some dates because I was a little vague. So
because we're us, and we will be vague if you let us.
So we'll see what happens on the one-on-one call. I don't know really what, other than just being like accountable to someone else besides you guys, and getting some insight on how she runs her business.
I think that's awesome. I think that's absolutely wonderful. Because I think we should have different perspectives about how people do things or operate or their thought process, like she's like super cheerleader and I'm kind of like, whatever, like, and I'm trying to improve that too. And I'm not a pusher. And she is very comfortable pushing people outside of their comfort zones because she does that to herself all the time. And I kind of live in a comfort zone pretty much. So it is a challenge for me to challenge other people for sure. Cause I always feel like I'm going to push them away when I do that. So I think that is awesome that number one, that she's doing that with a downline group of people is incredible. And number two, that you said yes to doing that, even with it being kind of a scary month for you. So I'm incredibly proud of you right now for committing to that, because I know that's not easy to do.
Well, she didn't give me an option either. So
again, she's very good at that.
I told her that because she contacted me like the day before she was getting ready to start it and was like, can I get you to do this? And I was like, well, I'm on vacation and I don't have service like half the time. And I said, can I do it next month? And she said, no, you can do it this month. And I was like,
good at that.
Okay. So then she was like, just contact me when you get back. And then that's how that happened. So I didn't have a choice, but I just rolled with it because I figured I can learn something even if, if it's not like I don't operate the same way she does, but she obviously has a really good system and that's what I need. So I understand that I can learn something about her system and share it with you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think I definitely need someone around that's a little bit more right next to me. Cause I can ignore it so easily. And so if I see the people that are aligned with me being more consistent and being more regimented, then it pushes me into a position to do that as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how you are making that work for you, because I haven't started doing it that way yet. And so I'm really interested to learn from you what you're pulling out of that for sure. So we'll make that a call when you're all done with that. Cool.
Sounds good.
Cool. Awesome. So do you want to share any of your goals?
Sure. My focus for this week, which oh my gosh, can you my focus for this week was to get organized, which is probably going to happen this weekend. But doing my daily 4s, which are my daily 8s. I've been consistent with that for the last 3 days. So that was just really a big goal, to get back into the groove.
Yeah.
And be present on social media. My month goals are to hit SC8 or to help 4 people. And add maybe 1 new coach to our team. And I wanted to mentor 1 or 2 of my own coaches on how to start just baby steps on inspiring others. And I want to keep inspiring my family and my boyfriend to join me. It's just, I think that's really important to have that support. And they've all been amazing already. So, and changing their own lives, even though he's not to the workout point yet, he does drink Shakeology almost every day. So
awesome.
And then those were my business goals. And personal journey was just to complete T25, stay consistent, teach my first turbo kick class at the end of the month, and specifically not throw up on stage, and to not screw up so bad that people won't come back.
There you go. I think if you do screw up really bad and you just like make it funny, they will come back.
Right.
I'm an idiot, like whatever it takes.
Right. So, and I was talking about that with Aaron tonight, and like you just have to be vulnerable, and you have to tell people, you have to be honest with people that, hey, I have not really taught this before, but just join me and see what happens.
Awesome.
And then my year goal to hit diamond, which she made me put a date on that. So my date's October 31st.
Okay.
And start saving for our next big trip next year and summit, and pay off 1 or 2 small credit cards.
Woo, woo.
These are my end of year goals.
Ooh. What's so interesting is it sounds like a lot, right? Like, are you guys listening to all this and it's like, oh my God, it's like thing after thing after thing after thing. But the interesting thing about it is, like, you can see if you do A, B, and C, all of those other things are going to just happen.
Absolutely.
They will all just happen. And that's what I found out by setting up my goals when David sat down with me and helped me set up my goals. And it was a lot of the same stuff. And he said, okay, so you need to do this, this, and this, and do it consistently. And the rest of that will just fall into place. And he's absolutely right. And maybe there's just like some magic happening right now, but it really is. So one of my first things was, he said, you are going to start aiming for helping 5 people a month. Whether it happens or not is beside the point, but you're going to aim for helping 5 people a month and adding at least 1 new coach and focusing on your right side of your business, because that's my weak side. So you start doing that. And I'm aiming for, where it all really comes together is, all I'm focusing on is 1 person a week. I want to help 1 person a week. So that provides consistency in my volume in my business. And when I hit 5 weeks in a row, I get a $100 bonus. Hello. It all just works out. And so if I am starting these conversations and starting my connections now, then that is planting seeds for later on as we get into the holidays. So the last 4 weeks, I have had a challenge pack every single week. And it's because of the seeds I planted like in July. Those are all starting to grow and harvest now. And so I have to just continually keep planting those seeds, continually be opening a conversation. I'm going to people's posts. I'm not just liking them, I'm commenting on them, because then Facebook is connecting us and they are seeing my stuff more often, and their friends are seeing my stuff more often, and they're receiving my message. And my message is speaking to the people that need to hear it. And now those people are starting to be receptive, or they are reaching out to me. And so that scary inviting part is a lot easier right now. It's very, very strange. So again, just simple and consistent, right? Okay, I know oh my God, we're really, really late. All right. So we have to really quickly, again, here we are, like, again, throwing together a free group. Is everybody cool with crock pots and crunches?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I figured if we're doing, yes. Okay. So if we're doing Monday through Friday, then if each of us has a recipe that we could post, right? So it takes the pressure off a little bit. And so that means that we need to put out a public event. I guess technically I can throw it together tonight if you guys are cool with that. Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll create a public event and invite all of you, and then you're going to invite, everybody you might know that might like some recipes and some crunches. Maybe even people that joined in last time but didn't follow through all the way, put them in another free group, give them some more content, give them another group feeling. We want everybody committed to hitting that join button by Sunday so that we can get them added into the actual group on Monday for all the actual content. So these next few days, what you're going to be doing is sharing that link for our group, inviting people, adding people. Don't just randomly add like 100 people. Make sure you are having conversations that they know what's going on. You're telling them about it. I thought about you. Would you like some recipes? Blah, blah, blah. We've talked about this or you've mentioned it. This is a point of follow-up. For people that you've kind of planted seeds with, this is your opportunity to say, hey, I'm doing this free group. We're going to be doing crockpot recipes. Yay, we're going to fall into fitness, right? We're going to fall into fitness so we can be healthy for the holidays. See how that works? See how that just flows? Yes.
When does it start?
Monday.
This Monday.
This coming Monday.
Like 3 days from now?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. What I thought you said, but I just
because
sure.
We are way behind this month. And if it flops, it flops. I mean, we can put it off till the last week, but that doesn't give you an opportunity to have a follow-up and actually get somebody to commit to starting in a full group in October. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We always want that opportunity to invite them to the group we're starting in October. So we could put it off, but it doesn't help you for September if you had a goal for September at all. Does that make sense? Or do you guys want to put it off a week and it's going to help you for October? Have you given up on September?
Doesn't matter to me. I mean, I say we roll with it because quite honestly, most of the people that I get to join within like 2 days.
Yep.
Over the weekend's kind of a good time because I feel like more people, especially Saturdays, are trafficking on Facebook.
Yeah.
So while I was always skeptical of like doing something so last minute, I feel like our last group wasn't planned out that far in advance.
It wasn't.
And it was our best group yet.
It was.
And I think we only let ourselves have like 4 days maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it was hardly anything at all. And everything, like there was always something that went wrong and it was a great group. I think it was great interaction. It planted some really good seeds. Again, if they haven't worked out yet, then they will at some point.
Yeah.
It opened up the potential because we had friends add friends. So it put us in a whole new traffic of information. I think there were like 5 people I didn't know that added me as a friend from that event. I have no idea who they were. I had no idea how they got there, but they did. There was somebody that was invited that added a bunch of people they knew and they loved it. They haven't committed, but now they're seeing it. Now they're seeing my content because I'm seeing them. So I know they're seeing me.
Right.
So again, it opens you up to a wider audience, if nothing else, by doing a group like that. So we want to invite, like 5 to 10 people each. We've always said that we want to keep it small, but do what the hell you want because we learned that lesson last time. So I say 5 to 10 people each, and let them know, they can invite anybody they want. Do you know anybody that would like to join us? Add them. Who are they? So I know who they are, and just make sure you're talking to those people behind the scenes, one-on-one, as we're going through it. And because that's the connect part, right? So we're inviting them to a free group. There's your invitation. We're talking to them behind the scenes, one-on-one. You're connecting. And you're praising them. You're liking if they're interacting. You're tagging them in things so that they will interact. You're encouraging them along the way. You're commenting on something if they say something. You're replying to them if they say something. These are all the relationship builders, the connections that lead into a trusting relationship and actually changing somebody's life and having them commit to it. This is how it starts, right? Okay. All right. So,
I find that even when I have people that maybe I've been talking to for a while and they haven't fully committed, this is a perfect time to just be like, hey, or maybe you haven't talked to them in a couple weeks and because they're thinking about it or whatever, but it's a good time to say, hey, I've got a free group coming up. Like, it starts Monday. Let's put you in there and then you can see what I do.
Yep.
So it opens up another conversation if something fell stale.
Absolutely.
So I have like 3 or 4 people I know that I can just reach back to real quick and say, hey, you got a free group.
Yeah,
Join.
I'm gonna re-invite all the people that were in the last one and didn't really do anything because they saw some stuff. They told me that they liked it. Hey, you liked the last group? We're gonna do one about crock pots and crunches. Like, this is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Again, and you'll get some good recipes out of it. Fun. Okay.
Perfect. So do you want me to, who's all going to, I can come up with like a brief outline this weekend of who's posting when. Sorry, I'm OCD like that. I need outlines.
You're fine. I think that's great.
Val likes outlines.
Yeah, that's great. I'm terrible at them, so that's why I don't volunteer to do it.
So every day someone will post their own favorite crock pot recipe, which is cool. Then it's coming from each of us. So how many are on this call? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. So
that's what I'm saying. If each of us take one recipe a day, we're good.
Okay. Anyone have a day that does not work for them to post at all? Like I know Nikki, you travel a lot, and Nicole, I know Tuesdays aren't good.
Yeah,
okay.
Tuesday isn't good for me.
Okay.
Nikki, with your schedule next week, is there a day that you absolutely want to do because it will be easier for you?
No, I'm traveling a lot next week, so just pick a day. It's fine. I'll just make it work. Like, and I totally spaced. Like, today I was traveling. Today was a crazy day. I didn't even post the thing yet.
It took me a while to catch on, and so I just pulled over what I had in my other group because I have a yoga group going on that I'm posting in every single day. So I just pulled that over. It's cool.
All right.
I'll do Tuesday if that's
Tuesdays?
okay.
Okay.
It's like my day in the other group, so I'm already kind of
perfect.
Okay. And then I'll throw in a couple of like inspirational posts and motivational things. If everyone's okay with that. Like,
and don't be afraid to go back to our old group.
Right. And just repost.
Yeah. You don't
Are we going to do like different crunches every day like we did before?
Yeah.
Is Meredith going to take care of those?
Yeah, I can take care of that. Totally.
Okay. You should do the punter crunch. That's my favorite.
Which one is it?
The punter. When you're like kind of on like I don't know how to describe it. When you're in like your side plank and then you like put your leg back and then bring it around.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know.
It's hard.
He calls it the punter on a PIO.
Okay.
It is hard, but it's fun. I like it.
You could do a wall modification too, where they just stand up against the wall and do this instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Floor. You know what I mean? Because there's definitely going to be people that won't be able to get on the floor to do it.
Yeah.
I always think of that because of my decrepit body too. Okay, that's cool. And then maybe on the day that you do a recipe, you share your transformation?
Yeah.
What do you think? Just to make it easy?
I liked how we added that in last time, I think.
I did too.
We'll make that your transformation day as well.
Everybody cool with that? So that'll be another thing where you could just go back to the old group. What the hell is the name of that?
I don't remember. I think I squats and something. I don't know.
Squats and something, yeah.
Something.
It was in August, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, whatever. I will go back there and pull whatever I had posted for my transformation story and copy that over. So
Clean eating and squat challenge.
there we go. So I'll go, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to reinvent that stuff. Even if it's the same people, they didn't see everything because they didn't pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
Right.
This has much better alliteration.
Yes.
You like it? Oh, she used big, like, school terms and stuff.
She did.
I do like that kind of stuff.
I was thinking about like Fitness Friday, falling into fitness. We could do some serious damage tomorrow with that.
Yeah.
I gotta go, ladies. It's 10 o'clock.
See ya.
I know.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you for being on. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
So this was like my whole point of like dragging Val into this. I really want to recognize Val tonight because I know, August, you really put your ass out there and you really ran with that free group and then created your own thing at school with you and Sloan, and you just ran that shit. And I just wanted to praise you for that. And if it hasn't turned into anything yet, again, like we've been talking about consistency all night leading up to this point, that I saw that from you and I am still seeing that from you, and it is going to pay off. So keep going and keep it up because it's going to turn into something very soon.
Yep.
I can see it happening because it's happened for every single one of us that has kind of gone through that lull. But all of that conversation and relationship building and connecting that you've been doing through all of that is working. Keep building that list, keep doing your posts, keep writing those names down, sending thank yous, and communicating with people. And it will come through come the end of this month and October. It'll come through. So keep it up. You're doing an awesome job. Like, I'm loving your shit. I love it.
And you have such a good market. I mean, you have such good people to tap into, and I'm very jealous of your your ability to be able to do that. So good job. Like, that's awesome to have other teachers staying after work and working out with you. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah.
You would think being in healthcare, we would be able to get people to do that, but
not after 12-hour shifts.
It's hard. It's
I
hard.
wouldn't stay either. So you're gonna put out like a group tomorrow that we can share. Is that right?
I'm gonna start it up tonight. I'll invite you guys. I'll add all you guys as like administrators or whatever, and then you can start inviting and adding people into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, guys. I love you. Thanks, Val.
Mom, don't leave yet.
Mom, don't leave. Bye, Val. Okay, I think I'm done recording. Hold on. Is there anything else that we need to share with the greater good of anybody that watches this afterwards?
No.
Other than we love you?
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording. Love you.